Hello, welcome to my very first Minecraft video. Just disclaimer, yeah, I'm an absolute noob with videos, so let's see how this goes. Thought I'd introduce you to the calculator that I built in, what was it, Minecraft 1.8 beta. So a long time ago, it's just sort of been sitting on my computer, never had decent internet. So yeah, I decided I finally got decent internet, so I might as well make a video of it. So let's get started. You can see it's got a large control panel, display panel and control panel here. The controls, you've got the options of the numbers 1 to 9, the 4 main operations, and then the options 1 to 9 for the second number. So yeah, it'll do all your sort of standard things. So let's just say 5 plus, let's go 5 plus 7. And so it's nice and slow because it's Minecraft, as is to be expected. But 5 plus 7 is, we've got one number registered, and it's going to add 7 to it, we get 12. Beautiful. Let's keep those same numbers just because I'm lazy. Let's try 5 times 7. You'll see it will do multiplication just as easily when it loads. 5 times 7 is 35. Now my favourite feature of it probably would be subtraction, because although 5 minus 7 is actually a negative number, the calculator is still able to do it. I can show you how that works when we actually get to that, and is it going to? Okay, I think I know what that'll be actually, and I can talk about that later. It's not that it's actually given the wrong answer. If we just set it back to 0 and then go again, as I said, I made this in 1.8 beta, and back then you couldn't bud power pistons. So that's what that'd be. So if we just sort of reset it, and then what were we doing? 5 minus 7. So yeah, I've fixed some of the bugs with it over time, but yeah, overall I sort of just left it sitting on my computer collecting dust, metaphorical dust. So let's see. 5 minus 7. Ooh, okay, you're making me look bad. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, no. Okay, there we go. There we go. So yeah, 5 minus 7 is negative 2, so you can see, yeah, one number changes to a negative sign. Yeah, okay, I'm glad that worked. Sort of mental heartbeat. I'll just do one more now, just as a test, and well, might as well change the numbers, just make it interesting. We'll go, let's do 2 divided by 9. So 2 divided by 9 is, well, 2 divided by 7 is 0.3, or 0.2814. 2 divided by 9 is 0.222 recurring. It just does one decimal place. So, yep, there you go. It can do division as well. It's actually not doing proper division, but we can get to that in the how it works bit section. So, I'll get to that now. Okay, so how it works. Back of the room, break it, and you can see the calculator in all its glory. Yeah, very messy. Very sort of primitive redstone, if you like. If we come down here, first option, this here is a sort of self-resetting RS NOR latch. Yeah, it just sort of works on that basis. I didn't actually design this. I've copied someone else who did it. I think they were using it for a minecart station, sort of. Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing I would have downloaded. Whoever made this setup, I think actually made it in, I think 1.7 or 1.6 beta or something like that. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, probably wouldn't have been 1.6, but anyway. So I don't, yeah, so no idea who actually made it. But yeah, when you select a different input, which I can't really show without breaking it, essentially all the lights turn, oh, I hit the same one. All the lights turn off, and then that one there then turns on again. That said though, you can see at the moment it's inverted. If you come back here, for example, you can see which one's actually on. So if we come up here, we've then, because I'm nice and compact, I've actually managed to run the wires directly adjacent to one another. And that's what we've done here. And they simply feed out onto torches. And what this setup here does is actually encodes it in binary. So you see at the moment only this torch here is on, which means only this line here is on, which obviously no torches on it, but that actually allows this line here to be encoded in binary. If we go to the other side, which actually has a number stored in it, this one here is 9 stored in it. So when it's a 9, only this line here is turned off, which means only these torches are allowed to be on, and you can see the number for binary is, starts this side, least significant bits here, so 1, 0, 0, 1. And that just runs all the way out here. As I said, very ugly. The display unit actually used to be down there, and I was having trouble with parts for not loading, so I just moved it up with MC Edit. So signals then come down. I believe they're inverted by this stage, and then down here they're re-inverted again. So this here is the actual binary signal. It's fed all the way up to here. Now, you may have noticed actually the operations, mathematical operations, have also been encoded in sort of a binary signal, just so I only had to run 2 wires, just to make it a little bit easier. So that's sort of the first stage of it. We come down here, and this little sub-circuit sort of just here separates out the mathematical operations. You can actually see I've got signs down here: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. At the moment it's set division on, which means only this line here is on. Let's see, so what have we actually got? It separates it into these signals here, which then go up. They used to just go sort of just there, but yeah, as you can see, they go all the way back down and they go up to the display unit. And as well as that, we've then got 3 of them heading off this way, and then the 4th actually heads off at the back because it was closer. Sort of the tour of the whole thing. We've got these modules here and here. They take a 4-bit binary signal and first encode it into a 1 of 10 signal, and then from here then encode it into a 7-segment display. We've got the subtractor here, we've got the adder here underneath sort of those wires. The multiplier is out here, and actually it consists of those modules there, there, and there. That's the divider. And we've got another one of those 1 of 10 things over there, encoder things for the displays. This massive thing you see along here is exactly the same, except it does 2 displays simultaneously. It's effectively, it counts up to 81. 9 times 9 is the biggest number it'll get. So if we go down to, let's start with addition because that's sort of the common one. So yeah, our binary signal is fed all the way down here, and is literally, these are just sort of 2 tracks that separate off into 2 directions. So it's literally just dropped on top of those tracks. I just wanted to, as I said, it was sort of very primitive, not really planned. I think I did it in about 50 hours, so it was a weekend and a couple of days after school. But you see here we've got adder modules. I don't know who came up with these first. I'd say a few people come up with very similar designs sort of around the same time. I still quite like them. I'd say they're still one of the best in the class, even though there's, I don't know, I haven't really looked around for ages. But yeah, this is essentially you've got input 1, 2. Input here is carry, like if I was to run a wire that way. I believe that's where it is, carry, yep. And then we've got carry out here and output here. So at the moment you can see it's adding, yeah, just 1 and 0, which is just 1. See if we can find one that's, they're not going to do. If we actually, let's just test them, why not? So if we were to put 1 here and here, this here is currently, so it's adding 1 and 1, and output 0, carry 1. So yeah, that's the adder module, and that'll, yeah, does the addition essentially. To actually, all of the actual functions are done simultaneously, and depending on what you've selected in terms of your operation, it will simply turn on or off one of them. I don't think I explained that well. Essentially, yeah, it will only allow one of them to get to the display. So like I was talking earlier about bud powering, we've got pistons here. If this is the part of the division module, so at the moment the division module is active because it's actually set to division. Whereas if we go to the adder module, we've got this AND gate here, and essentially, yeah, it's this here is sort of the other input to the AND gate up along here, so you can see all these torches are off. So yeah, whatever's coming out there is not actually powered. If we then go to the subtractor, the subtraction is done a very similar way to addition. If you haven't looked up, if you're not familiar with binary subtraction, then I probably can't really explain it to you. It uses 2's complement essentially. So we've got invert one of the signals, which, where can we see it? Yeah, here. Each of the signals are being inverted here, 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 and down there, that torch. And then add 1. So it's got the carry input with 1 added to it, and that gets us the number we need. That said though, you actually, in the event of you getting a negative number, you get 2's complement sort of answer once again, which you actually get an answer that's mostly 1s with, you basically get the majority of just all the outputs on. So the only time I actually use that to my advantage, that's the only time that the carry out will turn on. And so when that actually happens, it then uses the second subtractor on top. You see the crisscross here? It simply swaps the inputs. So yeah, 5 minus 7 is negative 2, but 7 minus 5 is 2. And so yeah, when it does that, it swaps the inputs over, it changes the, what's it called? Yeah, it just changes the output to take it from the top subtractor instead of the bottom one. And it actually, this here, it's actually commandeering one of the displays. Just takes it over, disables everything on it, and puts a negative sign on it. And then there's even on the display itself, there's actually an AND gate too, which makes it slightly wider as well. A full subtraction sign instead of just a middle bit. Going over to the multiplier. Now the multiplier, I do not know how it works. I'll be honest with that. I think I found either a circuit diagram or a sort of I think it was a circuit diagram, like a block diagram, in terms of where you need to have adders, and these are AND gates, I believe. Yep, AND gates. And yeah, I basically copied that out. But yeah, it consists of, 12 adders and then another 12 AND gates down here. Yeah, so I was quite young when I built it, put it that way. And yeah, I still haven't actually learned it properly at uni or anything like that. So you can see this is what I was talking about here with like bud powering. Even still, that there, I don't know why that's powered. Good old Minecraft with its bugs. But yeah, that's the multiplier. And if we go over here, the divider. The divider is probably one of my favorite parts, even though it's not actually doing division. I like what I did. It was sort of creative. It takes the binary signal and converts it back into 1 of 10. So at the moment we've got the 9 on here, which means it's only this bit here on. And we've got it's a 0 on here at the moment actually. So yeah, at the moment it's just got this one here on. But what this actually consists of, everything sort of below my cursor, is 100 AND gates. So if I was to, this one here's on at the moment. Let's just get a torch and put it there. The only time that this torch here will be on, there'll only be one torch on at any time, and that'll be when this line here is on and this line here is on. When that line is on, that turns that torch off, which means the torch is not getting powered from either side. And then what it actually does is, you see over here, this encodes that in binary once again, but it's actually got all the possible answers: 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Skip some of them that aren't needed. For example, I think we don't have, we don't have 1.9. There you go. And so yeah, I've literally I've done all the divisions myself, and it's essentially recalling them from memory. And then the annoying part, because it had to be all done all manually, a lot of this here was just sort of MC edit. Let's make a module, duplicate it, move it around. But this here had to be done all manually, and I've actually wired every single one of these outputs across down to here. So yeah, for example, 0.1 here, you can see that all these ones here end up rounding to 0.1, and so it just lines up and turns on. Yeah, and it works for the same principle as the other methods. When that turns on, then that torch turns off, which turns that torch on, and that way you get 0.1. Yeah, so signals carried along. The division is actually, it's able to go directly to the last display, because the only time that's actually going to have a number on it is when you're doing division. And yeah, I think now I'll show you the what do you call them? Or decoders, I guess you call them. They convert the binary signal to a display. I'll start off with just the smaller one, and then I can show you because it's easy just to expand it. And I'll go to where there's a bit of light too. So what we've actually got here is a binary signal comes in on the top. Let's just give it a binary signal because we can. Let's make sure which one's which. Okay, well let's just do this because I know that's 9. Yep. So this binary signal of 9 comes in, 1001, and you can see that then turns off. Let's see, how do we describe it? I think this has, yeah, it's 2 layers, isn't it? Okay, so you see at the top, it actually hasn't done anything, essentially. It's turned, actually no, it has. It's turned this line here off, and then further down, it's also turned this line here off. But, ooh, let's see. It's actually done nothing here though, because you can see that line is still actually on, due to the fact that it's got, yeah, torches, other torches in the line. Okay, yep. I'm sort of remembering how these work now. Yeah, you're learning at the same rate as me, guys. If you see where we've got, where's the actual output that's on? Yeah, it's this one here. At the bottom here, we've actually got the right combination of repeater, torch, torch, repeater. So you see each time we've got, if we go down to 1, it's all, yeah, torch, torch, repeater, torch, and then, okay, so 1 will be here actually. So that's 0, 0, 0, 1, and then 2 is 0, 0, 1, 0. 3, which I believe is down here, 0, 0, 1, 1. And so it works on that basic sense. Once that signal is sent through, I probably could have had a bit of redstone there. That then comes down here, and once again it gets encoded into the display. So at the moment it's 9, which means only one of them actually needs to be off. Let's get rid of those redstone blocks. And that signal is sent all the way at the top, as I said, very crude because the display used to be down there. I actually had problems. The division unit wasn't loading in, regardless of the red distance, when it was all the way over there. It was just that far away. So yeah, the actual, okay, so I can show you this big module now. Big module was sort of fairly easy because it was sort of the same principle, but we've got, what is it, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 7-bit input. Or do we have up to 8? What's this one here? Okay, I guess I made an 8-bit module, but only had 7 inputs. And if we look down the side here, okay, this one here, it alternates. Torch, repeater, torch, repeater. Here, torch, torch, repeater, repeater, torch, torch, repeater, repeater, and then 4, 4, 8, 8, 16, 16, etc. And that's probably that was essentially the pattern that I was able to use to make it, able to build it a lot faster. But yeah, it works on the exact same principle. Only when you get the right combination. Wonder which one is it at the moment. Go this side. Okay, so it's 0 at the moment. That's quite boring. But yeah, only when you get the right combination of torches and repeaters will one line turn off. That line is then propagated downwards, and then sent to down here. I wonder what this here is. Anyway, and then we can come up to the displays. Ignore that little bit of redstone there. That was me procrastinating with a door. I do like redstone doors. If you like this video, maybe I'll do some more of them. If we come up here, we've got each module. Okay, yeah, so let's just look at the operation sign, and that just sort of works on a fun little complicated setup of, yeah, which ones can we activate without activating the other ones. It's just using basically the diode property of repeaters again and again. Yeah, then we've got the 7 segment parts, which they use to power pistons, and that's why it's sort of all weirdly set up, because I decided I'll change it to glowstone, because when I first built this, I don't think, yeah, so redstone lamps, I don't think they were actually in the game when I first built it. And then we can see down here, we've actually got another little AND gate set up, only when, oh, let's see, what is it? I think it's actually, would it be on right now? No, it wouldn't be. So yeah, 'cause that display is currently off. But when you get the right combination of just the middle segment being on, this bottom line here will actually, I think it turns off, and in that case you actually end up with these extra 2 bits on the end. That's how you get the full length subtraction sign. Yeah, that's probably all I can really talk about, to be honest. Or yeah, the decimal point enables when any of them are on. Yeah, so hope you, I don't know, hope this is interesting for you. I don't know, it's probably one of my favorite things I built in Minecraft, even though it's ancient and buggy now and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, let's see if we can do some interesting things. Let's just do 7 times, let's do 7 times, oh, we've already done 7 times 5. How did I choose that again? 7 times 8. I actually had a problem at one stage too with one of them not working, and I'd missed one bit of redstone dust. I think it was 8 times 7 worked, and 7 times 8 didn't. Actually, or it might have been times 9, because I think the answer was supposed to be 72. But yeah, you can see it does binary operations wonderfully. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I would actually like to build another one. I've got sort of a few more ideas. I did start another one as well, which I could actually do. It was designed to do multiple operations. I could do a 2-digit number. If I wanted to, it could be negative, or squared, or cubed. And then it would be operator, another 2-digit number, squared, negative, cubed, whatever. Another operator, another digit number, blah blah blah. But I never actually finished that one. Sort of lost, yeah, sort of lost interest in Minecraft around that time, I think. But yeah, I've sort of started getting back into it recently. I wouldn't mind, I don't think I'll restart that one, but yeah, do something similar. I've got an idea, if anyone's used the Arduino, I wouldn't mind trying to build basically a Minecraft Arduino, a programmable computer in Minecraft, where you actually have a massive screen and you type in lines of codes on a keypad. So that'll take ages to actually write your code, but actually the ability to do stuff like that. Yeah, so if you're interested, I've probably got holidays now, so I probably might have time. But yeah, tell me what you think. Yeah, so I hope this video hasn't been too stupid for you. Enjoy your day. See ya.